Hello everybody. This is Tenacious Earl. Hope everybody had a great weekend. I guess I should try ducking down here a little more so I look like I'm a little more in the middle of the shot here. Oh man. Ooh. Well, hold on a second. There we go. All right, 2018 American Open from Founders Golf Club and Links in Southampton, New York. Again, I need to kind of like bring it down a bit here. So this is the Play company's version of Shinnecock Hills. This is going to be our version of the U.S. Open. So again, if you're unfamiliar, this is the Tenacious Golf Tour. I go by Tenacious because I had a league that was baseball related that had 10 teams. So that's kind of the is like a kind of a fictional baseball league. If you go on to Tenacious Strat, you'd find a lot of the games from that league, and it just kind of stuck with me. But anyway, so a lot of times I'll name things with that name for some reason, I guess because it identifies with me. And so this is the Tenacious Golf Tour. These are fictitious golfers. A lot of the cards come from Play. It's from their Pro National Golf Tour set. Some of them are custom creations. I've made a whole slew of golfers. So I mean, I'm being repetitive. If you've watched this before, you know what I'm talking about already. For those of you that don't, this is the 14th tournament, so we've been going on here for quite a while. We got 24 on the tour, so 24 tournaments. So there's about 10 left, and then we're going to kind of pick up steam. A couple tournaments, and then the British, and a couple tournaments, and then the PGA Championship. Then we hit the playoffs. So this just generates injuries. This is for using History Maker Golf, which is a pretty interesting simulation. You really only play the final round in these tournament mode tournaments, which helps conserve time. A lot of the simulation is done with simple rolls to help you kind of have a brisk pace through the first 3 rounds of the tournament. And that we're going to do the first 2 rounds tonight. So just a brief description for anybody new to this. What we do is we roll 2 dice, 2 d6s, and we create piles of random cards before we do these rolls, and then for each pile we roll, and then you do a certain number of either random or cards that are rated higher. So each card has a rating, which is roughly going to base where guys end up in their, in the final standings. That's what it's meant to be of the tour. So so a 1A is really good, should be in the top 5, maybe the top golfer, but at least top 5 you would expect. 6A is going to be scrambling to make cuts, going to be scrambling to keep his tour card or whatever, make the tour, whatever the situation may be. So these rolls give you you take either top or random based on what each roll signifies on the sheet that Play gives you. So let's go into this, and let's see. I'll get it hooked up here with the camera mount and all that good stuff, and and again, some of this is not, it's tough to take a whole lot from these. It's not like you get leaders from each round, or the first 2 rounds and the 3rd round. You do get leaders coming out of the 3rd round. You do get that, but until then, for the first 2 rounds, you're just kind of, we'll say, flying by the seat of your pants. All right, so here's the info for the tournament. I currently have an atomic fireball in my mouth. So that's kind of where they taste great, but they're can be problematic. So this is the basic information for the tournament. 156 player field. We took the top 144 from the money list. So I had to go through and pull out all of the slacker tour guys that were in the top 144. I had to, arrange all of them in the top one and pull out any injuries and stuff. But we do have that, and then I qualified 11 guys, and actually it was 145 because there was a tie at 144. I just decided to use 145, and then 11 qualifiers to get up to 156. It's a par 70 course, and I used the winning score from a weekend ago at Shinnecock Hills, which was 281, and I did the roll, and the roll gave me +2 from that. So we're going to get a final score here, +3, which is 283. And this is, of course, so we'll see how this all works out, but it could be a bloodbath. And the cut score will be 151. We will determine some of that here to start. So these are guys that belong in here. All right. So these are all of this is the 156 right here. I did all of the qualifiers and everything. So now we got to try and mix these up as best we can. And that's pretty difficult to do, but we will do the best we can here. I should have probably done this offline, but you know how it goes sometimes. We're just gonna, I should probably hit them with some talc at some point, but then I always worry about it. Maybe the cards will be less legible, etc., etc. So I don't know. I don't know if that really helps. I'm just trying to do a little bit of shuffling here as best I can. Would hate to have completely the best guys all together at the top or in one pile, but there's only so much shuffling you can do as well. So sometimes these cards seem to shuffle better than others. I don't know if that's due to weather, humidity, maybe the last time I used them I had eaten a bunch of chips or something, so they were a little greasier. I don't know. We'll shuffle them up here a little more. And the other part of the reason I'm trying to do this as best I can is because I actually went through and I pulled them out in rank order. So I'm going to call that good. That's about the best I feel like I'm going to be able to do. So what we do is we cut in half. And cut the deck, cut your throat, right? No, I don't know. I don't know if that's what they say or not, but yeah, so that's pretty close. Doesn't have to be exact. So that'll be the afternoon. We'll put them over here. There, I'll just put them right over there on the edge where you can just sort of see them right there. And so this is the morning. Let's go ahead and try and shuffle these up. A little easier to shuffle when you've got half of the cards thereabouts. And we're going to split it up into 8. So we need to split it up into 4s first, as best as we can. Then we'll split the 4s into 2s, and that'll give us 8. So each the morning and the afternoon will each have 8. And the way that these rolls tend to work out, or have been designed to work out, is that on average you should end up with around 70 golfers, 70 to 80 golfers. So okay, and if we do random out of these piles, if we have to get a random golfer, I use a D20. So, okay. We will start with pile number 1 here. This is our chart right here, making the cut. I'm just going to show it to you once. As you can see here, it tells you how many golfers you draw out of each pile, how many golfers you take the top from each pile that you draw. We also have a potential injury at 11, so at 44 we take draw 1 and choose top 4. So we lay them out here. 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And so we can take any of the numbers from 20, because if we go up to all the way up to 20, it's just, you know, take the 10 and double it. So 3, he will be the draw golfer that makes the cut. That'll be Del Hutton. And so then we take the top 4, including ties. Corbin Pope is not going to make it. He's a 5C. I'll show you 5C. John Reasoner is a 3B. Steve Fauci, and I just dropped him. Okay, so 3A. Try and make a little more room here so I can show this. I could also do this just a little bit. There we go. Okay, so Kenji Morita is a 2B. Palmiro Cavallari. So 3C is no. 3C Rudy Wallace. 3B is going to be a tie. 3C, so we're going to take all 5 of these guys, and they're going to make the cut. And the rest of them over here, Antonucci, Kieran, Wallace, and Pope. I guess I should probably show you who makes them. Boyd Yeager, Palmiro Cavallari, Steve Fauci, John Reasoner, Kenji Morita, as well as Del Hutton. I already showed you him. So that's the first one. 45 is going to be the same. Anything in the 40s is draw 1, and then take the top 4 on top of that. So 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. You can see the 11th over there, so we can only do up to 11 on the D20, and we get a 20, of course. And that is a 6. You probably can't see that back there. That is a 6. This one here, Greg Millwood, will make the cut. And now let's turn over the top 4. So it'll be Darren Sears, Harley Villanueva, who's a 3C, Tyler Gentry is a 4A, Royal Garibay, a 5C. He's probably not going to make it, so let's keep going here. David Alvestad, 3C, knocks Garibay out. Tyler Gentry on the fringe, or you know, on the bubble, if you will. Kerry Finley, no, 4B. Enrique Magallanes will be at the top of this group. That makes Tyler Gentry leave. Chip Connors, a 4A, is not going to be enough to displace Alvestad. Jay Laufenberg, a 4C. Lucas Bergman, a 4B, and so nobody else from the group will be able to make the cut. So it'll be David Alvestad, a 3C. Harley Villanueva, 3C. Darren Sears, 3A, and Enrique Magallanes at 1C will all make the cut. Pile number 3. Another 45. So let's draw another one. Eight this time, so we can get up to 16. And it's 19, so no. 14. Okay, so 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Gareth Leonard is the draw golfer, a 1B. He would have made it either way. And then we take the top 4 again. So John Westinghouse, Samson Tucker, Kyson Roca, and Zephaniah Scott. I'll rearrange them here. So Zephaniah Scott on the bubble. 3A, Danny Gallatin will be up there with John Westinghouse. Scott misses the cut. Tom Sudbury is going to also get up there. So now you got this 2A tie at 3C. And 2B is going to knock Roca and Samson Tucker out. And so we got the top 4 right there. Adam Trenchard, Tom Sudbury, Danny Gallatin, John Westinghouse. So we've had 15 make the cut so far. So now pile number 4. That'll be a 23. That's going to be draw 1, top 2 left. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 15. So 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 will be Rance Aberley, will be the draw golfer, and now the top 2. Let's start with these 2 here. Lanny Saxer Holt, Jeremiah James, both 3As. Mateo Soto, a 2A. Well, we still got a tie there. 2B is going to knock out the 2 3As. Mackay Berry and Mateo Soto. 3B, no. Jae-Gun Woo. Gary Zakowski, no. That's a 3C. 4A, Brian Bauer, no. Ricardo Nicholson, no. So it'll be Berry and Soto making the cut with Aberley out of that group. The rest of these guys will miss it. Pile 5. 35 will be draw 2, top 3. So we're going to get 5 more out of this probably. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we draw 2. 8 and 2 is going to be Chase Stevenson, 4A. That's a good pull in from the randoms. So we have 7 now. And it's 8. So 7, 8. Which one's this one? Alardo Huerta, a 5B. So we get a couple of high rating guys, or, you know, not so good rating. And so then we take 3 more. Kirk Redwine, a 4C. John Hudspeth, a 4B. Martin Van Dyke, he's going to make the cut probably. He's going to need 3 1B and 1As in this group. 2A, Gail Honorado is going to knock out Kirk Redwine, the 4C. Celestino Garcia takes out Hudspeth. And finally, Jimmy Kimes will... wait a minute. Well, there's a bit of a snafu here. I got to take a look at something. So I think Jimmy Kimes, let me put Celestino Garcia back in here. I think Jimmy Kimes, I was supposed to remove him for an injury, but let me see. Maybe I am wrong. Just got to bring up the till further notice list. Oh, no, he has extra control, so he is involved in this tournament. So he will knock Celestino Garcia out. Kimes has extra control, so that's where I got a little messed up. Okay, well, that's fine. It's not going to change much. All right, so Van Dyke, Honorado, and Kimes join Alardo Huerta and Chase Stevenson in the made the cut pile. All right, so no outstanding golfers yet. 46, that's another 1 and 4. $10, $11, $12. So we can only go up to 12 here. $18, nope. 2. So it's going to be Dave Simanowicz Jr. That's the 1. Now we need the top 4 on top of that. So let's see what all we've got here. We've got Brooks Matthews, Carson Riddell. He's going to make the cut probably. Will Janis, he's 1 on tour this year, a 3AB and a 4A Gene Ewing. So the 2 4s are probably on the outside looking in here when we're all said and done. Trent McAdams is going to be up near the top. Could have a lot of heavy hitters here. Austin Montgomery's a no. Oh yeah, the 4B is gone. Brooks Matthews. Dustin Emmerich, a 1A. We do have a lot of heavy hitters here. Knocks out Gene Ewing. Dylan Reed, a 5B. Ethan McMillan, a 3B. 4A for Lewis Choi. 5A Casey Holder. They're all going to miss the cut. So Will Janis does make the cut along with Rodell, a 1C. Trent McAdams, a 1B. Dustin Emmerich, a 1A. Powerful pile there. Now pile number 7 for the morning round. 12. Draw 1, top 1. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Let me just double check it. 11. We have 11 and 3, so it'll be Amari Moses. A 6A is going to make the cut, and that's a bad card. What happened there? I'm going to have to take a look at that card. You know what? I'm going to eject this card. We're going to re-roll. Actually, what we'll do is we'll bring it down to 10. See, this is something that I noticed on a couple cards, and I thought I caught it on all of them. Amari Moses has king and semi-king. That's like impossible. So we're going to say he is disqualified. We're going to take this one, Damari Arias, who is only semi-gold putting. That's his only attribute. He will make the cut. And let's see what other... It's the top one. Myung Cho is a 2A. We've got Don Slattery, Rogelio Ryan, 3B, not going to make it. 3C for Roland Webster. Jorge Hayes, no. Braylon Huffman, no. Carter Jacobs, no. Kenneth Hahn, no. Bob Kleckner, no. So a lot of the other tour guys, but Myung Cho gets in. That was a good pile to have to come out of, because that's a lot of my custom cards, and so Amari Moses disqualified, and I may just kick him off the tour. He had a shady past. Now draw at 5 now this time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we're gonna draw 5 top 1. So only 2 are gonna miss the cut out of this. Well, but let me re-roll because I kind of used my hand to block it. I didn't mean to. So that's 18. 1, 2, 6, 7, 8. We got to re-roll again. 3. So it'll be this one. Nishiki Kawahara. We need to take 5. So we got 7 now and 1. It's gonna be this one. Kason Wong, 15 and 6. So 6, 12, 13, 14, 15. Justin Wallace, 6. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. One more. Cliff Pettibone. And 14 for, so 16, 15, 14. Gary Patel, 5. And then the top 1 is going to be Barrett Rowland. Missing Samir Webb and Adrian Hyde. They're not going to make the cut. So that's our morning, guys. So Amari, and so I think I might have brought Jimmy Kimes out of my computer sheet, so I need a place to put it anyway. I need some I need somebody to be pulled out, so it's going to be Amari Moses, but I'm going to put him in my box here and just leave him aside so I can maybe either just say he, I don't know, met an untimely death or who knows what. Now let's shuffle these again. So you can see sometimes when you like order them for whatever reason, like you're trying to make sure you get the top whatever, you end up getting pockets of good versus and pockets of not so good, which depending on how you feel about it could be desirable or undesirable. I think it's probably not a huge deal, but on the other hand, it's kind of nice to feel like you'd like to feel like it's randomized for the most part. But okay, let's get these guys into 8 again. That's pretty good. That one seems a little light. Let's do that. All right, so afternoon pairings. Group 123 is going to be draw 1, top 2. Still no outstanding golfers yet. So 9, 2 is going to be Alec Newcomb. So that's the draw 1. And now the top 2 remaining, Clive Kenny, Franz Hockel, 3A, 4B. 4B is probably going to be superseded, and yes, it'll be Yun Lee Song, the tour leader. Points and money, Greer Copeland III will knock out Franz Hockel now. 4B for Christian Canepa, no. 5B Eric Hubbard. 4C Duke Vernon. CJ Hope, 2C just misses out. Greer Copeland III is a little better rating, so that's the first pile. The second pile, 14, will be draw 3. Top one will be outstanding. There's our first outstanding golfer. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You're not going to see 10 unless I move these over a bit. And so there you go. 10. And we're going to draw 3, as I said. So that's going to be a 16. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, right? Yes. Kenny Service, 1. Number 2 will be 10. So we go 9, 10. Augie Kammerman. Now we're down to 8. There's 6. So then 5, 6. Ji Woon Ko. And now the top one from here. Abdil Yusuf 2C. Carlos Solari 2C. 4B 3C. 4C. Stuart Newt Washburn. Carol Davis. 1B Gil Granbury's going to knock all these guys out. And then Connor Messick, a 3B. Gil Granbury will be an outstanding golfer. He will get his own pile unless he gets some other ones in there. 24, let's draw 2, top 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 7, 8, 9, 10. So 7 is going to be Evan Aldrich, a 2A. That's a good golfer. And then now we are down to 9 and 9. So it's going to be this one. That'll be Shane Smith, one of my custom cards. He will make the cut. So then the top 2 after that, let's take these 2 right in the middle. 4A, 4C. Trevor Nolan, Tord Thorson, Bob Demelmeyer, one of the slacker players who has won a couple tournaments down there. He'll or at least one. I think he's 1-2, but I don't know that off the top of my head. So Angus Ingram, a 4A, is going to knock out Thorson. Parker Melton, a 4C, no. 3C will knock out these two guys, Ingram and Nolan. So Tagaki Yamasaki. Andy Jansen, a 4C, a 4A for Luke Henneman will not be successful. And so it'll be Bob Demmelmeyer and Tagaki Yamasaki. They'll make the cut. 5 piles left to go. 45, so this is another draw one, top 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9, 10, 11, 12. We'll put those two down there. Let me make sure that this is, yeah, that's not stuck together. So we got 12, 5 will be this one. So that's the one draw. Ryan Broadus, top 4. Lefty Meadows, Alan Duvall, that's a 5A, and a 4B for Meadows, 5A Duvall, 3B Todd Ahrens, 4B Jeffrey Hahn. So one above Ahrens, or well, anything will knock out Shinji Kanishi will definitely knock out Alan Duvall. Now we need 2 more to knock out Hahn and Meadows. 3A will be one of them, Gooch Wilborg. 4A, that's going to do it. That'll get rid of Hahn and Meadows. He's a 4. So Leon Bay is a 4A. 5A, Craig Angelo, no. 5C, Sheridan Cook Jr., that's a no. 4A, that's a tie. 3C, Dustin Jimenez is going to knock out both of the 4As. So, all right. That's the top 4. Kanishi, Wilborg, Ahrens, and Jimenez. All right. No injuries yet. Another 45. Another 1 and 4. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 19, no. 14, no. 9. So 11, 10, 9. Nick Yarlett is the 1 random. Dale George, Malcolm Wiles are both 3Cs. 4A, Joey Manini. 5A, Lucas Rooney. 3B, Smokey Novak will knock out the 5A. 3B will knock out Joey Manini. That's Benicio Vasquez. 4C, Waki Inoue, no. Yair Santana, no. 4C. 5A for Otavio Almeida, no. 3C, all right, well, we're going to get a tie of 5 here. Well, 3Cs, so we're going to take them all in. If we have to, we will make the actual cut during the 3rd round if we get too many. So now 56, draw 1, top 5. This is when you start taking in a ton of golfers. One golfer is going to miss out on this, right? No, that's 8. There's 8. So we're going to get, well, it could be 1, but we're going to draw 1 and then the top 5. So that's 11. And what do we have? 8, 11, Susheng Tian, 3B. And let's just turn them all over here, and then we'll a couple of a 2B and a 2C and a 3C. That's Sonny Lemons, Chico Fonseca, Riker Bolton. Then you got Solomon and Hee Jin Tong, 4A, 5A. 3A for Ian Robards knocks out Tong. 4B will not beat out Solomon, and I think that is it. All right, so we took the 5 out of that. We're amassing a pretty big pile over here. I don't know if we'll come in under the cut line or not, so 13 will help. Draw 2, top 1. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 11, so 9, 10, 11. Nate Killo, we've seen him in recent tournaments, and then 19 on 8 is not going to get the job done. We need up to 16, 13, so 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Marus Hirano. And then the top one after that. So let's just go one at a time. Elliott Strong, a 4B. Toshio Takai, no. Mauricio Mondragon, no. Delmo Mazzanti, no. Roger Bellino, yes, he will supersede Elliott Strong. Eddie Sykes will beat Roger Bellino. Finally, a 3A, that's Joshua New. He will be the lone top guy that comes out of that group. Final roll. And 14, that's going to be one, or draw 3, and then another outstanding golfer to join Gil Gronberry. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Gonna draw 3. The first one will be 5. Duncan Kramer, a 5B. That's nice. So now 9 and 12. So 9, 10, 11, 12. Ozzy Valenti, we've seen that name a few times. And now we're down to 8, 12. So here's 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Burke Yielding. All right, so there is 3. And then we get the top one that's left is going to be, so Braden LaSalle Jr. is that for now. 4C, Ramon Zavala, no. Ernest Sutton, no. Yi Chen, no. Heath Summers is going to knock out LaSalle. And Denny Rowetter, nope. Okay. That is your cut round. So, what I end up doing now is I take all of these golfers here, the missed cut golfers, and I go into my spreadsheet and I mark them as missed the cut, and then that is that. It'll give me a total of how many guys made the cut. I do the next part of the round the same way regardless of how it all works out, but I do need to make an adjustment for Amari Moses. Is that his name? Yeah, Amari Moses. It'll be Jimmy Kimes instead. He has extra control. So, all right. Well, see you maybe Monday night for the third round, where we'll set up the leaderboard for the final round and set it up to be able to do to play the final round at Shinnecock. Well, at Founders Golf Club in Links, also known as Shinnecock Hills. So. See you then for the American Open 2018 version here on the Tenacious Golf Tour. Thanks for watching.